Hey, what's up, crypto fam? Welcome back to Zacchy Crypto Update, your go-to channel for the freshest insights, deepest dives, and the most actionable intel in the world of digital assets. If you're looking to stay ahead of the curve, understand the tech, and spot those crucial market moves, then you're in the right place. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Today we're diving deep into some absolutely massive news for VeChain VET. Now, you know VeChain has been a project we've kept a close eye on, a true enterprise-grade blockchain. And folks, they just dropped a bombshell that could significantly change the game for VT holders, big and small. We're talking about brand new eco nodes and a groundbreaking StarGate upgrade. This isn't just a technical update, this is a strategic move that could impact network participation, tokenomics, and ultimately VT's price action. Stick around, because we're going to break down exactly what this means for your bags, and we'll even look at some potential price targets that have the market buzzing. Alright, let's get straight to it. VeChain, under its New Renaissance initiative, has completely revamped its EcoNode system. This is a game changer because they've made it much easier for regular investors like you and me to get involved and earn rewards. Gone are the days of super high entry barriers. They've introduced 3 new tiers, designed for broader access to network rewards, starting from just 10,000 VT. This is huge because it significantly lowers the barrier to entry, allowing more people to participate in the network's rewards. Let me break down these new tiers for you. First up, we have the Dawn node. This is your entry point, requiring a minimum of 10,000 VT. For this, you get a basic 1.0 times reward multiplier. Think of this as the foundation. A great way to start earning passive rewards for contributing to the network's stability. Next, for those who want a bit more, there's the Lightning node. To qualify for this, you'll need to hold 50,000 VET. The reward rate here jumps to a very appealing 1.15 times multiplier, so you're earning 15% more rewards than the Dawn node for holding more VET. And then, for the serious holders, we have the Flash node. This tier requires 200,000 VET or more, and it delivers the highest reward multiplier at a fantastic 1.3 times. That's a 30% boost in rewards compared to the basic Dawn node. Now here's the genius part. What if your VT holdings don't perfectly match one of these tiers? No worries, VeChain has thought of everything. You can activate multiple nodes simultaneously to cover your full VT holdings. So this means you don't need to shuffle your assets around or break them up. You can maximize your rewards without needing to precisely hit a single tier, which really promotes wider participation and makes it incredibly flexible for everyone. But wait, there's a critical reason why VeChain is rolling out these new eco nodes right now. This update is strategically timed just ahead of another massive event, the upcoming StarGate launch on July 1st. StarGate is a pivotal upgrade aimed at dramatically enhancing VeChain's validator governance and overall network scalability. This isn't just a simple update, it's a fundamental improvement to the core infrastructure. And here's where it gets even more interesting for you. With the StarGate upgrade, the staking and distribution rules for VTHO, VeChain's secondary token, are also going to change. VTHO, for those who might not know, is essentially the gas token for the VeChain network used to pay for transactions. So if you restructure your VT holdings now, getting into one of these new eco-node tiers, you could be setting yourself up for bonus rewards when the StarGate protocol officially goes live on July 1st. This is a clear incentive from VeChain to encourage participation and strengthen the network's economic setup before this major upgrade. They're essentially saying get ready, get involved, and get rewarded. And as if that wasn't enough good news, on the very same day they announced the new eco-nodes, VeChain also dropped another update official support for staking VT on the Bitrue launch pool. This is another fantastic opportunity for VT holders. By staking your VET on Bitrue's launch pool, you'll be rewarded with B3TR tokens from a massive pool totaling over 82,000 B3TR. This isn't just about passive income. It's about expanding the utility and accessibility of VT for a broader audience, especially those already active on exchanges like Bitrue. It shows VeChain is actively working on multiple fronts to increase engagement and provide value to its community. Now, let's talk about what all this means for VT's price action. While these new launches and partnerships are undoubtedly bullish long-term signals, the market always has its own short-term narratives. In the past day, we did see VT experience a slight pullback, dropping by about 2.89% to 2.314 cents. However, here's where it gets interesting. During that same period, the trading volume for VT absolutely jumped by over 67%, hitting a high of $60.81 million. This divergence, a small price dip but a massive volume increase, often indicates accumulation or significant interest at these lower levels. Smart money could be entering here. Looking at the derivatives market, we saw open interest in VET decrease by 6.62% to $64.06 million. This indicates a slight drop in active derivative positions but not necessarily a bearish sign. Total liquidations over the last 24 hours were about $320.91 thousand, with longs making up the majority at $280.14 thousand and shorts at $40.78 thousand. So this tells us that more leveraged long positions were closed out than shorts, which is actually pretty common during those minor pullbacks. However, the open interest-weighted funding rate is still slightly positive at 0.008%, reflecting a modest bullish sentiment among derivatives traders. They're still leaning long even after the dip. But here's the kicker, and this is where technical analysis really comes into play. According to prominent trader Dynamite_Fix, VT to USDT is actually poised for a breakout. Despite that recent pullback, the pair is currently pushing against a short-term descending channel, which is a classic pattern that often comes before an upward move. Their target forecasts are honestly quite optimistic. First target at $2.02530, then $2.02565, and potentially even $2.02612. Reaching that top estimate of $0.02612 would represent a significant 12.88% surge from current prices. This aligns perfectly with the fundamental bullish news we just discussed. The technicals are catching up to the fundamentals, and that's a powerful combination. So, what's the takeaway here, crypto fam? VeChain is making massive strides in enhancing its network, lowering participation barriers, and adding new layers of value for its holders. The new eco nodes make earning VTHO rewards more accessible than ever, especially with the StarGate upgrade just around the corner. And with the Bitrue partnership, the ecosystem continues to expand. While short-term price movements can be volatile, the underlying fundamentals for VT are strengthening significantly. The technical analysis suggesting a potential 12% surge from here is certainly exciting, and something to keep a very close eye on. This is a project clearly building for the future, and these updates are crucial steps in that direction. Remember, always do your own research, but keep VeChain on your watch list because things are certainly heating up. Now, before we wrap up, a very important reminder: I am not a financial advisor. All content on this channel, Zacchy Crypto Update, is for informational and educational purposes only. Investing in cryptocurrencies is inherently risky and can result in significant losses. Please conduct your own thorough research, consult with a qualified financial professional, and only invest what you can afford to lose. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Alright, that's it for today's Zacchy Crypto Update. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, share it with your crypto buddies, and if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our next deep dive. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and keep those crypto engines revving.